Hey guys, it's Vixen, and if you're new here, I'm a college student and I like to read. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. As you can see, I'm at home, and I might be a little quieter in this one, but I just found out that I accidentally deleted all of my footage for my February wrap-up and March TBR. So that's fun. So I was like, oh, I'll just record it real quick. So, really crappy lighting. It is also 11 p.m. So that is awesome. I am at home for the weekend, which is great. I also just finished vlogging a bit, but yeah. I finished 5 books in February. The dogs are just sleeping on the bed, so they might not come, they might come. I don't know. But I do know the first book that I finished was Belladonna by Adeline Grace. But I rated Belladonna a 4 stars. Can't wait to get my hands on Foxglove because the ending in this was quite the cliffhanger. It's a little preview. I'm trying not to do too much in the previews anymore. A girl that cannot really die, but death is obsessed with her. She can see the dead, she can speak to the dead, and she has to solve a mystery for a dead woman to save a girl that is dying. So that is the preview of, that's not actually like, there's probably more on the back, but that's like a preview of what that might be a little more helpful. But I rated it 4 stars. A lot of people say it's very similar to the ACOTAR series, and for the male main character I would say yeah, it's a bit similar, but it's still a good book regardless, so there's no point to getting angry over whether or not a character seems the same, has similar qualities as another one. As long as the plot is good, I feel like it's fine. They're not directly copying. For some people who are like, oh, they're directly copying, I'm like, well no, they have different names, they have different aspects, it's different, like, there might be similar qualities, but... So I read Dream a Little Dream of Me by Akira Varma. It was an arc. I rated it 3 stars. Little preview. It is a kind of a romance. The main characters, the romance is between the main characters, but here's the preview. The main characters are Cupid and Dream. Well, Hope, basically, but his name is Dream, and he just, like, Hope. So, basically they have a bet, and it's about their powers and all that, because Dream is feeling a little hopeless with himself. So, yeah. That's how that one goes. It just felt a little short to me. It feels like we were jumping around a lot. I look really tired. But, yeah. And then the next one I read was also an arc. It was Painted War by Brie Lahada. This is also my first 5 stars of 2024. The first book I rated 5 stars. But, little preview, it is about a war between the demons. There's 2 types of demons, Delta and Alter. Alter are the good ones, Delta are the bad ones. There's a war between the Delta demons and, like, everywhere else. But, the Alter demons and the angels are trying to, like, kind of create a pact, because the Alter demons don't want to fight the Delta demons, because they're kind of cousins in a way, but eventually they do have to fight. And it's basically the story between one of the Alter princes that becomes a war general and the king's niece, who is an angel. So yeah, it was very cute. Very, very well written characters. There's some great character development, and if you want to experience characters openly talking about their insecurities and building off of that, that's kind of what made it a 5 stars for me, because I really liked that. And then the next one was a Game of Retribution by Scarlett St. Clair, which is a part of the Hades Persephone saga, but is also its own saga, which is just the Hades saga But, little preview of the entire series. It is about the relationship between Hades and Persephone, which is, I don't know, but it's basically about them and how they fall in love. It's like this, I feel like everyone kind of just knows how they fall in love, but it's basically about their story and how it goes on about that and how they deal with that. And I'm also a part of the readathon, and one of the best quotes I've heard from Scarlett St. Clair so far, well, I've heard a lot of great quotes, but one of the ones that really caught my eye was she actually talked about the miscommunication trope. She said it shouldn't be a trope because in everyone's life there is miscommunication. I don't remember where her words reacted exactly, but that's kind of how what she meant. Like, everyone's gonna miscommunicate with other people at some point. That's just how life is. And so she shouldn't think it should be a trope. Like, it shouldn't be a trope in her eyes. And she writes miscommunication really well, but a lot of other authors tend to play it out, so it's a little harsh. But yeah, I rated this, I think I rated it 4 stars. I usually rate most of these ones 4 stars, but the series as a whole is 5 stars. And then the last book that I finished on the 29th of February, woo, leap year, was Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I think that's what I rated it, was a 4.5. Little summary. It is about it is a second chance romance. It is between a girl named Persephone, which is hilarious to me because it's like very coincidental. But the main character, the girl name is Persephone, and the main guy is Sam or Sant. I don't know. But it is about, because they used to be together when they were younger, and it is Persephone has to go back to a little small town where they met each other for Sam's mother's funeral, who was very important to her, and basically it's about how they work through those troubles while also dealing with the funeral, and also we learn more and more about their past troubles and why they broke up. We have The Deal by Elle Kennedy from the Off-Campus series. This is the first book in the Off-Campus series. Yes, it is the original covers, not the new covers. I actually kind of like these covers better than the newer covers because I'm not very for the cartoony covers, but I don't like people's faces on covers, so like this is the gray area for me, so it's fine. If you put a man with no shirt on and you see his face on the cover, I don't want to buy that book. Like, I might want to read the story, but I don't want to buy the book. But, this book is basically about a girl that has some baggage and has to, figure out if she really is okay with tutoring a boy that is dealing with some struggle in one of his classes that is bringing his GPA down, which can affect his, if he's able to play hockey in college or not. So, yeah. And then the book I'm technically currently reading, but shh, don't say that, is Chosen to Die by Lisa Jackson. It is basically, there's so many POVs in this book, but small little summary. It is about a girl that is a detective. She goes missing. We kind of figure out right at the beginning. They were all dealing with a case with this star-crossed killer who has been abducting women and like shooting at their cars, getting them hurt first, and then healing them, and then leaving them out to die. And they're trying to, obviously, like the other characters, are trying to find the detective, which we also get perspectives of the detective while she's kidnapped and the killer, so that's great. And you just kind of shift around, so yeah. And then we have Game of Gods, which is the third book in the Hades saga. by Scarlett St. Clair, which is the But in the Hades Persephone Saga is a 6th book, which technically I do need to read this by Sunday. I don't have to, but it is for the Zoom meeting readathon that I'm a part of. And then, so yeah. And then I know I'll put some other books up here. Another book that I plan on reading is A Touch of I've read A Touch of Malice. A Touch of Chaos, which is the 7th and final book in the Hades Persephone series. I am so sad to see it end. I feel like a robot right now. I'm really sad to see it end, but also very excited to see how it ends because Scarlett St. Clair is really good at writing. And one thing that actually a few other readers have talked to Scarlett St. Clair about and she thought was really interesting and she might be pursuing in the future, she doesn't know yet, is taking all the bonus content she has written and putting it in a book for people to collect, and I would be down to collect that. So that is nice. I know I'm not going to do much for like explaining. I also wanted to read Happy Place by Emily Henry this month, and then The Only One Left by Riley Singer, which has been catching my eye. And then I also wanted to read Shadow and Bone. Come on. You're risky. You want to say bye-bye with me? You say bye-bye to the peoples? Thank you. So, what should we do to question? Should we, I feel like maybe he wants down, he wants to go back to bed. Let's say, oh, you're so pushy. Oh, you get me down. What is your favorite fantasy creature? Favorite fantasy creature in a book to read about? And even if it's made up, I really don't care. Like, most fantasy creatures are, but like, even if it's like, not like one of the typical ones, like dragons and all that, more like, I don't know, one author wrote about and you just really liked them. You can maybe leave a little description so I know what you're talking about, but yeah. And probably what book it's from, because then I might be interested. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe leave a like if you feel like it, but yeah.